Harry Styles says his 4 nipples are his best trait.
Kendall Jenner is devastated that her Pepsi ad was pulled.
And you gotta hear Demi Lovato cover Adele and Katy Perry.
All that and more on today's rundown.
This episode of DHR is brought to you by Nitsa, reminding us that if you're texting, you're not driving. Hey guys, welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Later in the episode, we have all the deeds on Kendall Jenner and this ad that was pulled from Pepsi. But first, who has new music?
Payne, and it's coming in May. After a year's worth of leaked demos and teases on Instagram, the wait for Payne's first official single may finally be over because an insider told Page 6 that Liam has been hard at work on his latest project and plans to drop his real first solo recording in May. So as you know, Liam has signed to Republic Records as an independent artist in 2016, and since then fans have anxiously been waiting to see what comes next for the One Direction member. All right, Viv, so we have heard some music from Payne, but nothing that he is actually releasing for good. We got a snippet on SoundCloud. He also shared on Instagram something that he was working on, but he said he might not release that as an actual song.
I think he did that because it was leaked.
Oh, okay.
So then he was like, all right, you guys should be a process of the like selections and all of that.
Right.
But I wonder if that one's gonna be an official song on the album.
Who knows? I guess we will find out come May, but I am excited to see what his sound will be like. I know Harry Styles also has music coming out. Zayn has been doing it for a hot minute. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of the One Directioners really takes off.
And speaking of solo music from a former bandmate, Camila Cabello, as we know, has been working on her new music, and apparently her new album is going to be reflective of her immigrant past. Camila Cabello and her mother sat down for a chat with Glamour magazine, and they spoke about their journey from Cuba to America. When it happened, Camila was just 6 years old, but she says the experience changed her life forever. Camila admitted that she's writing music about that time in her life, saying, quote, "I want to make a love song for immigrants. The word immigrant has such a negative connotation. I can just imagine all the little girls who have dreams of coming here." Camila and her mom also reminisced on Camila's journey to the X Factor. Camila also confessed that she was an introverted kid and that she would bring CDs to the YMCA after school and practice routines in the corner. As you guys know, the singer also had a YouTube channel where she posted over 50 cover songs, and it was YouTube that actually inspired Camila to audition for the X Factor. She said that after she saw the One Direction video where they were giving tips on auditioning for the X Factor USA, she asked her mom if she can audition. I love, recently Camila collaborated with J Balvin and Pitbull, two of like the biggest Latin stars, so I love that she's kind of going back to her roots. We'll see how the song is. I hope it's like an energetic and a positive song, I assume it will be. Interestingly enough, also, John Mayer posted, I don't know if it was like a Twitter live video or whatever, but it was really strange. Did you see it?
No, what happened?
Okay, so he's sort of, I don't know if he's dissing Fifth Harmony or not, because then he says, oh, I love the girls. But why don't you guys take a look and kind of judge for yourselves.
That's 4 harmonies. A 5th harmony would be like, that's not bad. So I like 5th harmony. But then Camila left the band, and now it's just this. Do you see what I'm saying? They need this.
You see, Rylan, it was like weird, right?
Well, I guess he's dissing Fifth Harmony as a group, but he's saying he'd like to collab with Camila.
By ending saying, hi Camila, that was really weird. So that's kind of like, hey, I want to collaborate with you. But also during his little weird video, he kind of is saying, oh, but I can bring this. So I'm like, does John Mayer want to join Fifth Harmony? I don't know, I'm so confused, but let's just see what happens. Maybe Camila will collaborate with John.
I think it would be a great collaboration, and he has spoken up about Fifth Harmony many times in the past, so he really keeps tabs on these girls, which makes me laugh so much.
Oh
Maybe he just wants to sleep.
We'll have to wait and see, but regardless, I love that Camila gave this interview with her mom, It's
yeah,
cute.
Adorable. All right, you guys, Demi Lovato hit The Late Late Show with James Corden, and she gave her best diva off impressions with none other than James Corden himself. All right, so James was ranting about how the divas of today aren't the same as they once were, and that's when Demi Lovato conveniently walked on set to challenge him to a diva riff-off. So with a little help from a cappella group, Demi, she launched into a cover of Adele's Rolling in the Deep.
Rolling in the deep. You had my heart and soul. You played it to the beat.
If anyone else is getting major Pitch Perfect vibes here, you are not alone. That performance prompted James to sing Tina Turner's River Deep, Mountain High, followed by Aretha Franklin's signature song Respect, and that's when Demi roared in with a little Katy Perry.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, I want it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take that T-T-T. I got the eye of the tiger, fighter, dancing through the fire.
All right, and of course, this diva riff-off wouldn't be complete without Demi singing a song of her own, so then she went into Heart Attack, of course, and then the two decided together that Demi did indeed win the diva off. And then the two decided that all divas are fabulous and launched into a duet of I Will Survive.
And now that we're talking about all kinds of new music, Harry Styles' single finally drops tomorrow.
Are you excited?
So excited, yes. But before then, we have a little something. That's right, Sign of the Times drops tomorrow. But for now, let's talk about these highlights from Harry co-hosting The Breakfast Show on Radio 1 with Nick Grimshaw. He talked a little bit about Adele giving him advice on his album, saying, quote, I've spoken to her a little bit. She knows one of the guys that I wrote it with. But I don't think so much advice, I just like how she does stuff. Harry also dished more on his album, saying, quote, I think we wrote about 70 songs, we did 50 songs and ideas in Jamaica, and that's including like little ideas. Well, full songs, I say there are about 30 songs probably. One of the songs on the album I wrote a few years ago. Could that be one about Taylor Swift? And in Jamaica, Rylan, and it's 70 songs? He was clearly living the life. I mean, this is the thing, artists and songwriters love their jobs, so obviously jetting off to such a cool place like Jamaica, I'm just wondering if he may have like smoked, you know,
Oh,
to kind of get in the vibes. I don't know. I mean, but that is a lot of songs. Like, I was about to curse on the show.
When you're Harry Styles, the pressure that is surrounding your solo career launch has to be intense. So I would imagine writing that many songs would be something you would do.
But you know what?
And then narrow it down to about 12.
That's what I was gonna say. Once they narrow it down, that means we're literally going to get only the best of the best. So in regards to his dating life, he just said, you know, with all the online stuff, it's changed quite a bit because you can Google people and kind of find out about themselves. And he said, no, I used to research dates. Then I said, I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's impossible to go in without a perception of someone and you've never met them. Now, he did talk about his best trait and he said he doesn't know. It's weird to pick your best. Shall we go with the nipples thing? I mean, if you ask me what my best trait is, I don't know what I would say. I guess my lashes. What about you, Rylan?
Your lashes?
Your eye color.
Thank you very much.
That is a very awkward question, but anyway, we can't wait till tomorrow. So yeah.
As you probably know by now, Kendall Jenner's controversial Pepsi ad has been pulled offline. A source familiar with Kendall's deal with Pepsi told Entertainment Tonight that the commercial was only slated to air overseas, not in the US, but it ended up making the rounds online. The source adds that Jenner is, quote, devastated by the backlash, saying, quote, this is the first controversial campaign she has been involved with, even though she had nothing to do with the production and the message of the campaign. She will be blamed for this since she is the face. The model was paid millions for her work on the commercial, according to the source, and has an agreement with Pepsi that will not allow her to comment on the controversy without the company's approval. So,
ouch.
I get that she was not involved with the message, but she did sign on for the commercial, which means she signed off on the message. I see where she's coming from I wouldn't have thought anything about it either until people started coming at her with the different remarks that the world had in reaction to this commercial. It sucks to be the face of something that's getting a ton of backlash like this, but I think she'll be fine. She got paid millions of dollars, like we said.
I think she'll be fine, but I think Kendall is one to have like never be involved in controversial things. I think out of all the Kardashians and Jenners, she's kind of the one that keeps low key. She does her modeling gigs and that's it. So I don't know, but I honestly wanted to hear from Kendall, and I've been checking her Instagram. Did you see her little nipple video? I was like, is she trying to distract us in some other way?
Of course.
But it's really sad that she can't speak her mind on this or like apologize or whatever. I did see a meme circulating asking Kendall to donate part of these millions that she made to like a nonprofit. So I don't know, would that better things?
Well, I don't know. See, I feel weird about donating money just to do it publicly, donating money to say, look, I did this to make what I did better. I think keeping quiet and staying under the radar is probably the best thing for her to do right now. Some people have speculated that this might have been Kris Jenner's plan all along so that they could stay in the limelight, you know?
All right, and speaking of the Kardashian Jenners, Tyga did move out of Kylie's house, but apparently they're not broken up. Us Weekly reported that after 10 months of living in Kylie's new home, Tyga has moved out. He's now at his Hollywood Hills home, 25 miles away, and a source explained their time apart, saying Tyga feels he's been belittled on the show. So I guess you just move out and part ways when you feel belittled, and that's all there is to this story.
Well, apparently they've broken up multiple times because Kylie knows that that's the right thing to do, but she loves him, so she can't say goodbye for good. But he's also been having parties in this new house that he's rented. But my question is, how are you renting a house that's 17 grand a month, but Black China's coming at you for not paying child support? This whole situation's so messy.
That's another story. It's so messy.
If I was Kylie, I'd say goodbye.
And that's a wrap for today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. But honestly, I want to know, do you guys think that Kendall should speak out about the Pepsi controversy, or like Rylan said, it's better to just stay quiet?
I don't know, you guys, but I also want to know what you think about Kylie and Tyga's relationship. Do you think they'll end up back together, like living together, or do you think they'll just finally break up for good? Let's talk about it in the comment section below, and we will be right back here tomorrow.
For more, click left to find out where the heck Taylor Swift has been.
Or click right to watch Kylie lip sync to Tyga's song despite their supposed split.
Thanks again to Nitsa for reminding us that if you're texting, you're not driving, and for sponsoring today's episode.